Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. I have a lot of decks coming. Some I ordered like January or February that are coming from overseas that are probably already here. I just can't get them because we're on a like countrywide lockdown from receiving things. Um, but I have other decks coming as well, so I'm kind of speeding up some of the walkthroughs that I said I would never do, but because I've got all this time on my hands, decided to go ahead and do. And now I feel like this urgency to get them done before I start getting all these other decks in. Yeah, so today I'm going to do the walkthrough of, and you guys have seen this a million times. I don't even know why I'm doing it, but I felt the need to do it. Because I actually have a couple more of these decks coming, so I wanted to get this one out there. So when I get the other two, I can do walkthroughs of those. But this is the Radiant Rider-Waite-Smith. This is the elusive tarot deck I talk about, how it was the very first deck I bought, and then I never resonated with it, so it's just kind of sat here in order. And I tried for months, guys, like 4 months to really dive in and work with this deck, and it just never kind of took. And I got it because the box it came in, which is like a slide box, I put it away, and then the cards came in like a little tuck box. It's just trash now because it wasn't really, didn't really work for me. It just it it fell apart pretty much after 4 or 5 times taking the deck out of the box. The book, however, is very much for newbies. It's got a lot of information in there, a lot. It's very heavy. It is 264 pages, and this book is perfect for people wanting to learn the Rider-Waite system, and someone that's new as well. So yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. I did create my own little, I didn't actually make the box. I got the box at like a dollar store. Um, uh, like for Christmas gift box thing. They actually had them at a dollar store, but it's really, really sturdy. And when I got it, I painted over it in like a thicker blue paint, so it actually made it even more sturdy. But the lid comes right off. I redid it in blue in the inside. The outside I did, I printed this off because that's my favorite card in any suit. And then I put gold little stickers all over it. You see the bottom of the box here, all over it, just because the backs are blue with yellow stars. So I kind of tried to bring out the stars. I also edged it in like a light yellow color, just because I was trying my best to connect with it. I thought that would help. But it does come with a couple extra cards. Oh, you can even see that. Wow. There we go. Just a couple little extra little cards on here. And so yeah, let me get right into these cards. So of course we have number one is the Fool. And these colors are so bright and vibrant, and I really thought when I first opened this deck, the Magician, that I love the colors in it compared to some of the others I've seen. It just kind of laid there though for me. That was the High Priestess. I'm going through these pretty fast because I know you guys have seen these cards before. Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, and I don't understand why I don't connect with it at all. The Chariot. I did a walkthrough of my Illuminati last night, and it is strength. It is very Rider-Waite-Smith, and I connect with it on a very deep level with this. And it's weird because it is so Rider-Waite-Smith, and I don't understand that. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. And I'm going to have to pause because I'm now going to let my dog out. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Every single time I start to do a video, that girl wants out the door. Weird. The Hanged Man. Death. And I will tell you part of why this is Temperance. Part of why I realized probably only about 3 weeks ago, and I've now been, I bought this deck last April, so it's been a year since I've had this deck. The borders drive me crazy, like really crazy. The Devil. This is probably the only deck I have. The Tower, where the huge white borders just, they drive me insane. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. I do like this World card. The World. And I watched a video, I don't know, it was Bahati Life's video on her YouTube channel, where she talks about the world. Maybe it wasn't her, because she was talking about the wheel. Somebody's video I saw where they were seeing these as the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, and that kind of stuck with me. I'm just like, whoa, weird. Now we're getting into the minor arcana, which is, first up is Ace of Wands. And I do like the wands. I like the hand reaching out of nothingness, out of the sky with these cards. Two of Wands. Now I do know what the meanings are, simply because I've got other decks, and so I know what even what the Rider-Waite-Smith meanings are of the cards. It just, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't in a place when I first started to really sit with this deck, but maybe, who knows, maybe now it's getting to that point. 5 of Wands. And like I said last night, this has been my stalker card in any deck I pull. Like, since January started, I feel like I've been pulling that card every week. 6 of Wands. Seven of Wands. 8 of Wands. 9 of Wands. He's like, what's up? 10 of Wands. And this card especially, when I did the Illuminati walkthrough last night, it actually shows the guy carrying his heavy burden. It shows a huge part of a tower in the background and a huge, beautiful sky. And I think that's partly why I another reason I don't connect with this deck as much is because to me there's not a whole lot of stuff around it going on, and I need the stuff. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. I like the black kitty. King of Wands, and I love the lizard down here in the corner. Shortly after I got this deck, I had a dream about lizards like following me around down the street. It was weird. And I can post a video of that if you guys want. It was very symbolic, I think, of what I was going through at the time. And then we have the Suit of Swords, the Ace of Swords, Two of Swords. It's probably my second favorite card in any deck. Three of Swords. So I did a video of the Three of Swords. Comparing this card to the Illuminati, because in Illuminati, I never even noticed that it's raining in this card, because the Three Swords and the Heart were so in your face kind of deal. It is in the Illuminati as well, but there's also a huge storm going on in here. You can see the lightning in the clouds. There's an ocean with the waves just bashing against the rocks. So that just, it gives you a little bit more than I think this deck does for Rider-Waite-Smith. Four of Swords. And maybe now, maybe I needed that when I first started to actually learn and start trusting my intuition on learning to read the tarot. And now that I've learned it, this deck doesn't seem as intimidating to me. Five of Swords, because that's what it was to me. It was intimidating, I think, because I'm like, what is this supposed to mean? Am I supposed to remember all this? And I think it was just because it was my first deck, and it could have been any deck I got, that because it was my first one, I really was in my own way about a lot of it. Seven of Swords, very mischievous, and my favorite in any deck, Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. King of Swords. And then we move into the cups. And we have the Ace of Cups. I do like all the cups in this too. I feel like I'm learning because I have 6 or 7 decks now. And I feel like they all do different things. Two of Cups. And they all give me different perspectives on what these cards mean. Three of Cups. That I can now appreciate the Rider-Waite-Smith version of it more than I did before. Four of Cups. And I honestly never thought I'd hear myself say that. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. I actually like this one better than the Illuminati because there's not, well, there is a creepy dude. There's a guard back here but he's not watching them, because in the Illuminati he's back on the back steps and he's watching them intently. Just the look on his face when you zoom in on that card just gives me utter creeps. I don't know why. But this one, he's got his back to them, and he's like, he's got a spear in his hand, looks like a spear or some kind of weapon, where he's like, you can tell he's like protecting them. So yeah. 7 of Cups. 8 of Cups. 9 of Cups. And there is an overwhelmingly amount of yellow in this deck. 10 of Cups, and it's not my favorite color. So maybe all those factored into why I don't connect with this deck. Page of Cups. 9 of Cups. Queen of Cups. King of Cups. And we move into the Pentacles, and we have the Ace. The 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. I always feel like he's watching his crops grow, but at the same time he looks sad about it. He looks so forlorn. I don't get it. They're obviously growing well. 8 of Pentacles. I'm trying to get why he looks so sad. Weird. 9 of Pentacles. There's an overwhelmingly amount of yellow in just this card. I love the picture, but it's a lot of yellow. 10 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Again, so much yellow. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. And a bunny down here. And the King of Pentacles. I love these little... Oh, I dropped him. Like, they're bulls down here. Statues on his chair. Yeah. So that is the Radiant Rider-Waite Smith. It shuffles amazing. Cardstock is not very bendy, but it shuffles well. Whereas my Illuminati, the ends kind of bend well. I mean, it's pretty close to the same cardstock. I'm sure you guys know what cardstock this is. It's probably average Rider-Waite Smith cardstock. And I'm going to rip a shuffle. Shuffles like a green. I'm going to pull a card here. See what we get. I haven't actually shuffled this deck. It's been in order for so long. So long. And what are we going to get here? We have 9 of Wands. Thank God, because I've pulled nothing but Pentacles for weeks now. It's been crazy. Every day I've been pulling the same thing. I'm going to go up here. 8, 9. Okay, so let me show you the book. a little bit. There's so much in here, but it shows the beginning, and it shows about the tarot deck. So it gives some history on Rider-Waite-Smith, intuition, allegory, and dialogue. How to use this book. Sorry, my light's washing everything out. A glossary of tarot-related terms. The cards gives you introduction and explanation. And then over here, it gives you all of the elements in each suit for the elements and what it means to them. And then it gives getting to know the royal family. It breaks down all of the court cards, which I don't know about you guys, but for me, the court cards were probably the hardest to learn. And I still struggle with them. And then it gets right into the major arcana. And it actually has a full color photo, a brief description, keywords in here for upright, keywords in here for reverse. It has questions you can ask yourself if you're like meditating with the cards. It gives you a little thing down here from the fool or the character. It gives you upright meanings over here, short chord meaning, and then kind of quick reads for like family, if you can see that, money, career, love, and then the reverse meanings over here. So that it gives you quite a bit of information. It goes into, it's the same way with the minors, same setup. And then go here. It gives you reading basics, handling the cards, how to cleanse them, how to prepare them, how to shuffle and cut them, card positions, depending on where they're at, reversals, dropped cards, how to ask questions with the tarot. And I actually found this very helpful because when I first started reading tarot, I was like, what do I even ask? And it actually gives you like a do's and don'ts of how to ask. So it's kind of a jumping off point. You can actually change it as you get more comfortable. But I really thought that was helpful. And then getting answers with tarot, with the tarot. Doing readings. It gives you 4 basic spreads, past, present, and future. It gives you daily encounters. And it breaks each card down and what their meaning and all that is for that. Basic spread 3, take action. The modified cross. She could do like a short version of the Celtic cross, looks like. The Celtic cross. And then it says down here going old school, so you could do the full spread here if you wanted to. And then it gives you like spread for specific questions, final forecast spread, love and relationship spread, whole health report spread. There's a lot of spreads in here. A lot. And I really haven't done any of them. And then the appendix. So yeah, it's a really good book for a newbie. Let me go back here too. So we'll see what the 9 of Wands has to say for us today. So 9 of Wands. How the scenery has changed. You may have started from humble beginnings, but you're far away from those roots now. Even so, you've kept your values and vision. Standing up for your dreams and beliefs has been trying. You've had to duke it out, defend yourself, and lick your wounds. Battle worn as you might be, take heart. You have the support you need to see your vision through. And upright, it means resolute, determined, building, and support. And the reverse meaning would be mental decline, unsteady, unstructured, and failure. And then the little message from the Nine of Wands says, anything worthwhile is worth fighting for. You may need to call in reinforcements to accomplish your goals. The path you take will catapult you in a completely different direction than you expected. Be proud of the progress you've made so far. Count your war wounds as badges of honor. Even though I haven't worked with this deck in a while, that really speaks to me today. So, yeah, I actually have a couple more Rider-Waite-Smith decks coming. I have the Rider-Waite-Smith 2.0 and the pastel Rider-Waite coming as well. I'm going to give those a try and try to kind of, maybe actually work with this deck for once. So yeah, that is my walkthrough of my Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. And thank you, and you guys have a great afternoon. Bye.